Hi everyone, it's your favorite Zoomer again, and today we're going to install some Notifier manager for Linux. Um, uh, right now I stumbled upon a small issue with my installation because currently I'm working on a very minimal Debian installation using DWM and ST, and it's actually very fresh installation, so it's not fully configured yet. Especially I do not have any means to display notifications on my desktop, and so far I managed using my time using timer on my phone to accomplish this, but it's not very comfortable, especially because I have a computer, so it's kind of funny to use other device to accomplish the same goal you could easily accomplish using only computer. So today we're going to solve this issue and install some notification manager. My goal is to be able to set a notification in my terminal. For example, you need to attend to the dentist on in 2 hours, or something like this, and then Dunst will notify me when the time comes. So how to do it? I do not know yet, but I've just finished reading. I just started reading about Dunst, which is a very lightweight notification daemon. Actually, the Arch Linux wiki is referring to it as a lightweight replacement for the notification daemons provided by most desktop environments, because most desktop environments like Plasma from KDE or GNOME tends to be very bloated and have many applications and daemons that you do not really need. Even on this Debian installation, there are a couple of daemons a couple of programs that are running in the background, and I don't even know what they are doing. For example, some Awahi daemon. I guess it's something about recognizing my printers on my local network, but I'm not even using a printer. I don't even have a printer. So forget about it. Forget about this rant. Right now we're going to read the Arch wiki about this Dunst. We'll also use a manual and maybe an info page if Dunst even comes with one. Install it and configure. So what can we do to install Dunst? The first thing that they're telling us to do is to install this package. So in Arch Linux, I'm going to open my terminal and increase the font size. If I were using Arch, I would write something like sudo pacman dot it was syu, no, it was s, and then Dunst. But I do not have a pacman installed here because it's Debian. So on Debian based distros, you would want to use apt, sudo apt install, and the name of a package, which is Dunst, and it's going to download this package, unpack, and yes, so we can see that there are some man pages for this package, but let's see how far can we go with using only Arch wiki. So what does the Arch wiki tell us to do? an example configuration file, because right now I can execute this command Dunst and start this daemon, but it does nothing. So how can I configure it? So I'm going to they tell me that there is some example configuration file included at etc dunst rc. So let's see if this file even exists on my installation. etc dunst rc. No, there is no such file on my distro, on my installation. So let's see the man page, because I guess it might be some Arch specific instruction. Let's use man to be sure what to do. So the man page tells us that it's a customizable and lightweight notification daemon. Synopsis tells us how to use it from terminal, and also that it's highly configurable and lightweight notification daemon. So how do you configure it? An example configuration file is included, usually user shared doc dunstrc.gz. Alright, so it's another folder, so it's in another catalog. So let me see if it's stored in there. User, what was it? User share doc Dunst. Alright, so it is dunstrc.gz. Yes, it is, and it's a GNU zip compressed file. Let's see if I have a program to unzip it, to decompress this archive. I guess it was gzip. Yes, I have a gzip. So let's move this file, or maybe copy this file to config dunst.rc. Let's see, I will move, it was, oh, I did something that might not be obvious to many of you, because many new Linux users do not know any bash, bash keyboard shortcuts. So I would rather terminal. No, it's actually bash specific keyboard shortcuts, but they should work in many in any of your terminals, because bash is one of the most bash is one of the most popular shells used in terminals. So what I have done is, for a moment, I use instruction ls to ls share doc dunst dunstrc.gz to see if that files even exist. And now I want to copy this file to another location. And how can I do it? I need to specify the path to the original file. And how to do it? Well, most newbie users would simply retype the whole thing, user share doc. Maybe they will use tab to complete their command, to help to allow bash to complete their commands, so they would not need to type so much. But that's not ideal. What you want to do is you could also just select this text, press Ctrl Shift C, not Ctrl C. It would not work in terminal. The keyboard shortcut Ctrl C in Bash shell is interpreted as terminating command, so it would just cancel the execution of some command. You need to use Ctrl Shift and C, and then Ctrl Shift V to paste it. But it's also, you need to use your mouse to do it, and it's not really that handy. So what would you actually want to do is press Ctrl and Alt and then dot, and that keyboard shortcut allows you to move around your previously used arguments to previous commands. So right now, and Control W allows you to delete delete text entered in terminal to the previous space. So let's see, I'm going to print something like this, and then I can press Ctrl W to delete all those words to the previous space. So maybe I will, I'm thinking about doing some video about basic Bash, basic terminal, basic Bash shortcuts, key bindings, so you could navigate and use this shell more effectively, because Bash is actually a pretty powerful shell, much more powerful than most users think, and then and there is no need to install some bloated shell like ZSH or Zish or Fish. Well, maybe there is, because you might want some better command completion, or better colorizing, maybe some grayed out completion to see previous commands that you've entered, but Bash is pretty much, but Bash actually has most of those things already in it. So I think if your target is having some minimal installation, some minimal system, then it might be more beneficial to use Bash. But back to the topic, I'm going to press Ctrl Alt and dot to enter the previous command argument, and then I'm going to specify path to which this file needs to be copied. So it will be my home directory, the alias of my home. I could also see print home and metarf, but I can also say tilde, which is an alias for my home directory of current user. So there I'm going to use into the hidden file .config. Well, maybe not yet. I'm just going to copy it to my home directory, and it should appear in my list in my home directory, and it is. Right now I'm going to unzip it to decompress this archive, because if I wanted to see what's inside, oh, I can actually see what's inside. Can I cut it? No, I cannot cut it because it's in some weird format. Right, so I actually messed up my terminal. So I'm going to unzip it, because they tell me to change the configuration, copy this file to config dunst.rc and not dunst.rc.gz. So I guess it's implicitly said to unzip it, but I don't know. I would go into unzip it anyway. So let's use gzip, And I also always I keep forgetting how to use this command, so and I'm not going to read whole man to understand it. Oh, maybe I will. D to decompress. All right. Decompress. Gunzip. Currently decompress file created by gzip zip compress.h. So there's no. I'm trying to find out whether this decompress flag will substitute my my current file or it will leave the original. Let's search for original. By default, gzip keeps the original file name and timestamp in the compressed file. These are used when decompressing the file with the n -n option. This is useful when the compressed file was translated, can be restored to the original form using gzip, d or gunzip or zcat. Alright, so it will, so I guess it will, replace this dunst.gz. So gzip -d to decompress dunst.rc.gz. And yes, it was replaced with just dunst.rc, which now I can just cut. Right, so now move this dunst rc to .config dunst.rc, and I cannot do it because there is no such directory as config dunst. Is it? Config dunst? Yes, there is no config dunst. So make directory config dunst and move it to dunst.rc. And now we can vim this file. Yes, and this is the config file of Dunst. But let's go back to this manual page and see what they tell us. The configuration is divided into sections in an any-line format. Global sections contains most general settings, while the shortcuts sections contains all keyboard configuration, and the experimental section all the features that have not yet been tested thoroughly. Alright, so there are rules, command line, Dunst shrink. Yes, I guess we will come back to it. Now let's go to this file, and we in the global section we have configuration of our display and which monitor should the notifications be turned on. It's monitor 0. I guess it's my main monitor, so I will keep it. Display notification on the focused monitor. Possible modes are mouse, keyboard, none. Alright, if this option is set to mouse or keyboard, the monitor option will be ignored. Oh, I guess I will leave it to mouse. Geometry, it specifies the geometry of the window. What is this plus minus x? If the width is omitted but the height is given, the window expands over the whole screen, the menu light. If width is 0, the window expands to the longest message displayed. Positive x is measured from the left, negative from the right side of the screen, and y is from the top to and bottom respectively. Show how many messages are currently hidden. Yes. Shrink window if it's smaller than width. Alright. No. Transparency, I do not want it to be transparent. I don't even have the transparency in my window manager because I don't use any I do not have any compositor. height of the entire notification. If the height is smaller than the font height and padding combined, it will be raised to the font notification to the font height and padding. Draw a line of separator height pixel height between two notifications. Alright, so I guess it will padding between text and separator, horizontal padding, defines color of a frame. It's going to be grayish, or rather whitish. Define the color for the separator frame. Auto. Dunst tries to find the color fitting to the background. Frame is the same color as a frame. Foreground is the same color as the foreground. Anything else will be interpreted as a X color. Sort messages by urgency. Yes. Font mono space 8. Spacing between lines. Format of the message. Will drop. Right, so there's nothing that I would need to change right now. Also, shortcuts, Control space to close notification, Control Shift space to close all notification, Control plus grave. US keyword layout grave is normally above top and left of 1. Right, so it's tilde, I guess. Control Shift period, urgency low, urgency normal, urgency critical. Okay, messages can be matched by scripting. Specify a script that gets run when the rule matches by setting the script option. Okay, so I can run scripts on some notification, I guess. Speak, Dunst, oh. So there are some already predefined scripts. Guess the script will read aloud the message. This I have no idea what it will do. Ignore, the notification will not be displayed. History ignore, skip display. Alright, so start volumes. Okay. Oh, Twitter. Right, so let's keep the configuration of this file as it is, for now at least. Why can I escape it? DQ. Oh, I can. My caps lock was. Yes, I have my caps lock pressed. Configuration file is included. Command line. How to actually have some notification displayed? Let's see. Here, appearance. Text is notification can be styled. Some examples are bold, italic, strike through, and underline. Handle markup, right? So icon sets, shortcuts, Dunst, CTL. I don't think Papyrus. Oh, right, I can use icons in notifications. Modifying scripting. Disable Dunst temporarily. Dunstify is an alternative to Notify Send. Which is completely compatible both to Notify Send and can be used alongside it. Dunstify. So, right now, I do not have my Dunst. Right now, I do not have Dunst running, so let's run Dunst. And I notify send. There is some command like this. There is or there is not. Why can I install notify send? libnotify. So sudo apt install libnotify. Alright, it was not found. Install Notion Notify OSD libnotify. There's Debian notify send. How to install it? Man pages Debian. libnotify.bin. Right, so sudo install libnotify bin. Notify send. Yes, I can send notifications. So let's send hello there. And it is. It shows up here. Right, so let's does it it does not understand dial information, white unfound. There are 4 of them. I can kill them all. Control move through history, control what shortcut it was to kill them, control space, yes, control tilde kills them. Control tilde shows the history, and control space kills 1. Control shift space should kill all of them. Oh, and what? Oh, it also shows time. So that's nice. And how do you use this notify send? Man notify send. A program to send desktop notifications. Urgency level, low, normal, critical. All right, so I can specify. You know what? Let's run this in Dunst in the background, and right now I can. Is this running? Is running Dunst? Yes, it is. I've used the command is running, and is running is actually not really a command in Bash. It is a it is a very short script written by me. It's actually lists use ps -e to list all running processes, and then pipes it to grep and looks for some string that you've provided. So, for example, I've got this pager, Daemon. You can see that is running. Man should return this process identifier PID, and it does, and also it finds clipman, which is also running over here. So right now Dunst is running in the background, and I should be able to send some notifications to it, and yes, I can. I'll close this application right now, and now I should be able to specify the urgency of this notification, and let's say it will be low. Alright, so low notification will be black with white border. Normal would be, I guess, blue, and critical would be red. Right, so let's see how to use it. Right now I can use... Oh, I will write some short script to wait for a specific to wait for some time, like yes, sleep for 10 seconds, and then notify send, I don't know, brush your teeth with urgency normal. Right, let's see if this message will be sent to me in 10 seconds. Yes, it was. So we can now use write some scripts that would send some notifications to Dunst. For example, I can, maybe in some more clever way than with using sleep, I can set timer to, for example, display notification to display notification when I would well, I can plan, for example, to start making a dinner, or go for a walk in 2 hours from now. So I would just write some script to send notification in 2 hours. So, and it would display this notification. Also, I could, I guess, play some sound while this notification will be while this notification will is displayed. But how to do it? No idea. Oh, I can also say icon specifies an icon file name or stored icon to display. Message category can specify an icon. But how? Icon file name. Guess. Right. So, but that's tinkering, and right now we have some more thing to do. And for example, right now Dunst is running in the background, like you see, but it is not started during startup, because even if it's a daemon, I do not start it when my system is booted. So how to do it? Well, basically in my installation I have some xprofile file, ls. I will show you those files. There are files x something in your home directory, and those two are hidden files, that xinitrc and .xprofile, and those are files that are running that are executed when you start your X server, which is your which is a graphical server that Linux uses by default. Where there's also Wayland, which is a newer graphical server, but X's, I guess, is more popular so far, at least. And those are two files that are executed. And xprofile is actually the xinitrc is a script that is executed whenever the X server starts, and xprofile is a helper script that you can write any kind of startup configuration. You can add some files, some scripts to run during startup. For example, I use xprofile to start the script that keeps updating my bar, my status bar, and Redshift and xSleepman. Those are all started in that xprofile. And how to modify those files? Well, you simply open some text editor and edit it. As you can see, I have some junk over here, but at the bottom I'm sourcing that xprofile, which is basically executing this xprofile script, and then I'm executing DWM, and this is a redirection of some possible errors. This is the bash redirection, which any error that would be otherwise printed to standard input would be displayed, which is displayed in your terminal, is now redirected instead to be written to some file, in particular .dwm.log. I'm not even sure if there is something in this file. Let cdwm.log. No, it's completely empty, so DWM has not printed any error messages. But where I would place my Dunst in it, when I will start my Dunst is in this xprofile file. So let's edit .xprofile, and here's here's my startup configuration. So as you can see, I'm running this ampersand file. This ampersand character tells bash to execute this script in background. So it's not running so it's not running as the same inside this bash, but it's kind of like detached from your bash script, and it's executing, and it runs independently from now. So I'm running this DWM bar, which is script responsible for updating my status bar. Next we have this dual monitor, which is I'm using a dual monitor setup, and script dual monitor is actually runs xrandr to detect my second monitor and enable it and set the correct resolution, which is Full HD. Then we have a nitrogen restore, which restores my wallpaper. I'm running Redshift with some configuration, and XFC for Clipman. So I have some clipboard manager to copy, so I can copy screenshots to my clipboard, some text from terminal, and so on. And then I'm setting a icon theme from my Dolphin, which is a file manager. Dolphin. Yeah, so it's just a file manager. It's just a file manager, and those are those icons that I'm setting here. It's a bit annoying because it's minor inconvenience, because Dolphin does not, at least on my installation, does not automatically detect the icon theme on my system, which is Papyrus, if I remember correctly, and I have to set it manually here during startup. And also it's this is very handy command. What it does is sets the input rate, the refresh rate for input on your keyboard. So if I do not remember correctly the syntax of this command, but you can, for example, you can see that my cursor in terminal is moving pretty fast, possibly much faster than your moves by default, and this command is actually what is responsible for it, because you can specify how fast how often should your cursor position be updated by X server, and then your cursor will move faster or slower depending on your configuration. So I do recommend checking this command out, especially if you are using terminal very often or simply want your system to be more responsive. Of course, do not be overzealous and don't exaggerate. Do not insert too high refresh rate, because then it would be impossible to write anything on your in your terminal or in any text editor or any text field in your browser, on your computer basically. Because when you just press any key for from few milliseconds, it would already write a whole paragraph of this character. So don't do it. Or at least first experiment with this command in terminal, so at least you can then restore the default configuration on the next boot up when restarting your system. But back to the topic, what I'm going to do is run also, oh, maybe not here, but rather here, Dunst without any flags. Now ZZ, uppercase Z to save this file, and it should work. I'm not going to verify if it will actually work, because I would need to cancel the recording. Actually, I would just shut down my whole desktop, leaving me only with terminal, so I won't. What I'm going to do is try to accomplish what the goal that I've set on the beginning of this session, which is I want to tell Linux to send the message, send the notification, and display it on my screen in due time, for example in 1 hour. And how to do it? I know that there is some system in Linux that is called cron, on cron tab. Yeah, cron tab. Cron tab, like cron table. And what cron table does, and actually let's open man, maybe for cron tab and not tab. What cron tab does is the program used to install or list the tables used to drive the cron daemon in VixiCron. And what it does is you can specify, you can add a cron table. Cron tab is program which manages the table of cron inputs, of cron cron files, and cron files are file on configuration files for your system that specify the execution of some task, of some scripts in due time, which is exactly what I wanted, what I want. So how to, let's read about this. Cron tab, blah, 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 blah. They are not intended to be edited directly. If neither of these files exist, then depending on site-dependent configuration parameters, only the super user will be allowed to use this command. If both files exist, cron allow takes precedence. So let's see if these files exist. ls etc cron daily, hourly, monthly, weekly, right? All right, so etc cron allow, I cannot see that. I can see those files, but I can see cron d. etc cron d is a directory, and what is here? Anacron a2 scrap all and placeholder. The placeholder is a file, is placeholder. Keep departed from removing this directory. Alright, so it's nothing important. But as you've already, I think I destroyed this terminal by my mistake. Let's see that cat etc cron. We can see that there are some directories. etc cron. Cron daily, cron hourly, cron monthly, cron weekly, and cron tab. Let's see cron tab. And this is a system-wide cron tab. You don't have to run the cron tab command to install the new version when you edit this file and files in etc cron tab. These files also have username fields that none of the other cron tabs do. Example of job definition. All right, so you have those files, and they are called daily, hourly, monthly, weekly, and cron tab. And what those files, those directories do, they store cron tabs, cron tables with instructions what to do each day, each hour, each month, and each week. So it's like it's like a scheduler for jobs that you want to run. And how to use it, I do not remember correctly, so let's see if man will be helpful in this regard. The U option is given, it specifies the name of the user whose cron tab is to be used. Debian specific. Files must be either cron readable or readable by group. Standard cron tab command. Right, let's see what resides in those files. It's daily. And all right, so daily, the tasks that are scheduled to run daily is dpackage, log rotate, mandb, Brave browser, and apt compat. Let's see what Brave browser does every day. Well, it's it's configure package, install key, Whoa. So it's a signing key for this repository. In the bottom, install key. All right, so this is script, and that's only some configuration and definition of functions. So it does install the this key that we've seen earlier. Then it does create some sources, update sources, and handle distro updates. So basically it manages some updates for I don't want to for browser. We can also see, for example, the package, what it does. It's something very similar, just yeah, save some logs, do backups for my packages. So so you can see that we can place some scripts here that cron will execute daily, but I'm not sure how to add a new one to them. So let's see how to do it, because the manual of cron tab is not very helpful in this regard. So let's see how to set up new cron job. How do I set up a cron job? Put a shell script in one of these folders. If you are not good enough, you can add more specific tasks twice a month or every 5 minutes. Goes to the terminal and write. Alright, so we can specify cron tab -e. Alright, so it worked basically as we have already guessed. We have those files, cron daily, weekly, hourly, monthly, and there you can place a script that will be run each day, each month, each hour, and each week. But you can also specify a more detailed specification of time by using command cron tab -e. You can specify a editor. I want to use Vim Basic. So edit this file to introduce tasks to be run by cron. Each task to run has to be defined through a single line indicating which different fields when the task will be run and what command to run for the task. To define the time, you can provide concrete values for minute, hour, day of month, and day of week. So we can specify we can schedule some task to be executed every minute, but not less than that. Notify the task will be started based on the cron system daemon. Right, so go to the bottom. For example, you can run a backup of all your user accounts at 5 AM every week with minute, hour, every week. Day of week. So at 5 AM for any. All right, so I want to test something, so I will specify it to run every minute. So that's 1 at any hour, any day of month, any day of week, and then command. And this command will be notify send take a walk, take a break. Right, so guess it will be enough, and urgency will be normal. Okay, so let's save this file and see if it will actually and it's easy, and see it installed a new cron tab, and let's see if it will do anything. It should execute the notify send every minute. So the next is due in like 15 seconds. In this time we can see this etc cron tab. But there's no command. I don't know where it resides. Right, so there's no notification visible on my screen. Let's see, cron tab. Too long, don't read cron tab to see examples. Edit cron tab file. Replace the current cron tab list. Cron tab -L to list them. Take a break, urgency role. No. Alright, let's see if this notification is actually correct. I will copy it and paste. Unknown option, urgency normal. Alright, so how do you notify send? Oh, I guess urgency equals to normal. Alright, so now it works. Alright, so let's cron tab -E again. Oh, that was pretty dumb. Replace it with equal sign, and now it should work. Let's list. Yeah, it basically opens this file and prints it in the terminal. But does it work or does it not work? Let's see here. To run every Monday at 5:30 day after command. But I do not need to specify path command. I cannot just place the command here as in the example. Right, so there's next minute and notification. I guess I've messed something up again. Read more here. Well, maybe more. Well, maybe I will ask more specifically. Cron tab to send notification. To notify send. cron with notify send. I need to show notification from a cron job. My cron tab is something like this. I check our log says log is actually executed every minute, but it doesn't pop the notification up. Export display. Oh, gee. Export display. Whoa. All right, so let's see if it will work. Export display. Export display equals and equals to what? 0.0, and then run this. Background sudo u ravi user be notify send. Let's use also sudo -u and user. Oh, maybe not notify send should be enough. Right, so it's easy. Installing new Chrome tab. See if this works. No, error isolated audit plugin sudoers audit. Metar. It does not work. It does work. Export display. You Metar. There's no notification. Without this sudo. Yeah, without this sudo it works. It actually works without sudo, so guess we'll remove it. These two, right? It's easy. Will it work? I do not know. Just adding export. What it does actually export the display. It looks like display is a environment variable, so we can just echo it. Display. It's 0, 0. So in other instance of display, it's 0. So I guess it guess you can specify your main display using this variable, but the cron tab still does not work. Then under my user account. Eval export props. Whoa. User bin notify send. User notify send. Alright, so maybe we need to specify the whole path to the binary. User bin calibrate urgency normal. Export display, yes, 0 is fine. Notify me can be placed. Eval export dbus session bus address. Log name. Display 0 notify send notify me. Huh. Oh, maybe I. Oh, gee. Guess it should be star because. Yes, because I specified a cron to run this command at the first minute of every hour. So we would need to wait for a lot of time. Before we could test it. Yes, there is a way to force cron to update faster than 1 minute. Will there be any notification, or there won't? Init user defined. Oh, unless redirected, for example. Manual pages of cron tab 5 and cron tab 8. Alright, so there are manual pages. There are 2 manual pages in 2 sections, in section 5 and section 8. Man cron tab. And this is the section 1. We want man 5 cron tab. Tables for driving cron. And here's what we wanted. Name value path. Wow, this is actually very interesting. This is actually the whole documentation of what we can do with cron tab. And this is what we need. But also what we already know, so oh, we can also set ranges. And months or days of the week can be specified by name. Interesting. And we do now man 8 cron tab. There's no. Oh, man cron. In the 8 section. Daemon to execute scheduled command. Vixie cron. Let's see this var syslog. Cat var syslog. Stored in var log syslog. Permission denied, of course, sudo. Right, is there a cron lan wlan? There is no. There is no message from cron. Let's grep for notify send. And there is none. So it does not work, basically. Maybe it was not installed because I haven't closed this file. I do not know. XDG runtime there. If I send. Yeah, so basically the command does it some reason. Export display did the trick for me. X authority. What is a AXDG runtime there? Maybe I need to read some introduction to Chrome. Note, so the message on the stream was started by Chrome. Just add target display at top of your script, for example. Maybe I will need to use this. I do not know actually at this point. Ctrl Tab E. Not. Let's export this. Errors in Chrome tab. No, I do not want. Yes, I want to retry the same edit. Also export XDG runtime dir. Time here. Oh. Notify send. XDG runtime dir. But what is this XDG runtime dir? Environment variable that is set automatically when you log in. It tells program you run where to find a user-specific directory in which it can store small temporary files. It is not actually related to X, which is the problem you seem to be having. How to troubleshoot? X display. Oh, it works. It works. As you cannot see this, but small notification has just appeared here, and it moves between screens as we speak. So I guess it works. I could also, so it actually solved this issue. Maybe it's not the most optimal way to solve this issue. Well, I guess it works, so I won't go any further in this. I'll also take a break every minute, so I do not want it to be every minute. So I need to edit this cron tab to run every hour, but not every minute. So every first minute of every hour, every day, and so on. And now it should just display the notification only on notify send hello there. There is a notification here. Maybe no, hello there. With urgency equals to low, normal, and high. It was high. No, it was critical. Yeah, and it will be red. Close them. That's how many of them I can. Alright, so they will just stack up there. Let's say we want to, I want this old message box to be way bigger, because will it wrap text? Yes, it will. And this window is pretty okay, but I want this font to be larger. I want it to be something like 14 maybe. Let's see. It was vim config Dunst and Dunst RC. Font height, font weight. Font monospace 8. I do not want it to be monospace 8. I want to be hack nerd font 12. Let's see. Yes, I guess I need to rerun Dunst. PQ Dunst. Dunst. Yes, there is a much larger font. Maybe it's too large actually. PQ Dunst. That's font. Guess 10 might be enough. Notify some. Oh, got this here. 10 is even. No, 8 was already okay. I do not know why. 8 was okay. Nerd font 10. Guess 8. 8 is perfectly fine. VZ. Let's run Dunst once more. Send notification that yes, it's perfect. What can I do? Well, maybe I want a script to notify me if my battery level is not too high. Because right now I'm just able to see my battery level using this status bar or ACPI commands. So I guess I will right now unplug my battery, and now it should be discharging. Yes, it is. So what can I do now? Yes, we will write a small script. Kill Dunst. We'll write a short, very short script that will print message and terminal. Then low battery notify, maybe notify critical battery. No, not critical battery level, low battery level. Let's print shebang. Save. I'll have a coloring, correct coloring, and what do we want? We want to see what is my current battery level. So let's man ACPI to see if I can show battery information. Prots. ACPI minus P is not supposed for battery type minus B. Discharging minus. Right, so this is the information regarding battery. What I can do, I want to grab this part. So how can I do it? I guess I will pass it to sed and tell sed to maybe not sed, maybe grep, but with extended readers, and I will tell grep to do what? To find the instance of two numbers, 0 to 9, at least one number, and then a percent. Yeah, it works fine. See if it works for echo stall %. Yes, it works for 1%. Yes. So right now I will tell grep to do only matching. All right, so now we have the battery, and now we will cut the last character. No. Cut my. How to use cut? Man, cut. Bytes, characters, list, delimiter. Select only these characters. Complement. All right, so complement. Minus complement minus C percent. Oh, it's not like. Right, so how to do it? Complement the set of selected bytes, characters, or fields. Then select only these characters. Right, so I can say cut to select only 9. It's not like this. Cut, how to use it? Fields, select only these characters. Bytes. Not complement, no, delimited, only delimiter. Yes, I will see how people do it. Mash, cut, remove last character. Move last character from line. How think awk for this. Awk is pretty heavyweight solution. Can't see 2 minus. Alright, so can't see 2 minus. Minus. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, so man cat. Select characters end byte from end byte from n to m, from first to mth. Alright, so C minus 1 is 2 minus 3 last. How to say last in cat? Man cat last. Use one. Each list is made up of range. And to M. I guess I can only complement the set of selected bytes. How to use this complement? Bash cat complement. Right, minus complement is the so it will. Okay, I guess it's field 1, right? So you need to cut minus minus complement and character percent, and it does not work because you need to what? You need to place this character in parentheses, no, in apostrophes, minus C. Why it does not work? Invalid byte character position. It's not a position, it's literally this byte. Minus C5. Right, so it's position. C minus 1. Oh jeez, give me a break. Minus 0, 1, minus 2. Guess it's 88 2. No. I'm not going to use cut. I'm going to use set for this one. So let's use set. Then if I'm going to replace any instances of %sign with nothing, and I will do it globally. Yes, and this is what I wanted. So let's remove this message. Right, so let's say going to use this in my script, and this is the battery level. It's the result of this command. He does not work, also this one, right? It works. Let's make this a bit wider. So battery level and echo battery level. Alright, so let's use a chmod plus x notify low battery level. Low battery notify low battery level. No such file, ding bang. Oh jeez, that's not what I wanted. I used shebang with being bash, not being bang. Alright, so my battery is currently printed correctly. ACPI, how much time do I need? Do I have, whoa, less than 2 hours. Well, this recording is not very, takes a heavy toll on my computer, I have to admit. So let's, I need to do this a bit faster. Right now I'm, have my battery level right now, and now I want to see if this battery level is less than, I guess, 10. Then I will notify send battery level low, battery level percent, battery low, how do you, battery level low, plug charger, plug charger. Plug your charger. Oh, maybe this is redundant, it's pretty obvious. Then after this if, we will write feed and if, and only if maybe not less than 10 but less than 90%. Let's see if this works. So right now my battery level is 84%, and I'm checking in the script if my battery level is less than 90%. I actually have a typo here. I need to add then after the if statement. Now if my battery level is less than 90%, which it is right now, I will, this script will send a notification, battery level low, and maybe this notification should be with urgency level critical. I guess it should be. So right now it is lower than 83%. Battery low. Right, so let's drop this to 10%, maybe 15. No, 10 is, I guess 10 is enough. And I guess that's it. That's basically the whole script that I want to see. Let's say, for the sake of experiment, 81%, less than 82%. Right now it's let's place this in a busy loop. While true, do, we will do all of those. And done. And after this if, we will go to sleep for 1 minute. Guess it will be that's enough. That's enough. Let's run this maybe every 10 seconds for now, so we can make some right, so it works. I will remove this notification, and now after 10 seconds I should get another notification. Let's see if... yes, it works. The next notification just appeared. So yes, I'm pretty satisfied with what we've done here. Maybe every 5 minutes. I guess 5 minutes is okay. So battery low, battery level, should say level low. Battery level low, 80%. Right, discharging. Like, this exclamation marks is actually pretty ugly, so we'll also remove it. Yes, that looks much nicer. Now we can already close this file, and we can vim my X profile. Rather move this Notify low battery level to my scripts folder. I have a lot of scripts here. For example, this scripts dual monitor, which basically looks for my internal monitor, my HDMI monitor, and sets outputs. Notify low battery level. Let's add this to my X profile, and Dunst, and notify low battery level, and run this in the background. Let's see, tab new. If I have not GT2, all right. I've just added a new tab to my Vim, so I can edit scripts, notify low battery level. Right, so I want this GT. I press GT to move between those tabs. In normal mode. Right, so can I paste it here? Yes, it's the same string, so that should be okay. Let's write this, and QAZ visual ZZ, also ZZ. No, All right. Right now, I do not need to execute this way because it's on my path, because I have the start scripts file on my path, path. You can see it right here, home, my username and scripts. So we have, oh, maybe I will plug my charger in. Alright, so right now it's charging up. So what have we done here? What have we done today? We've managed to install Dunst. We've managed to write some scripts to notify me to take a break from work every hour. I've way to notify me when my battery is low. We've managed to add Dunst notifier and my notify low battery script to startup, random on startup, and we've learned few useful bash shortcuts. So I guess that was pretty productive. Oh, almost 2 hours. Oh, how fun it was. The time just went like a breeze. Well, yes, I guess that's the thing with it's just a thing with tinkering with your computer. You'd never want to spend so much time doing this sheet, but it's every time. It just so happens that you spend an entire afternoon just messing up with some config files, doing some weird shit. For example, write scripts that you do not even need. But I guess it was very thoughtful. It was very beneficial for both of us, for you, my viewers, and me. For you especially, because I just I've just recollected some previously lost memories about how to do those things in Linux, and maybe you already know this, maybe you don't. If you didn't know how to do those things, that's fine. I hope you had a good time, and see you next time. Oh, else, if you want me to do some, maybe next time it will be a more organized lesson, because what I've done today was just a very spontaneous thing. I just sit on my laptop, didn't have much to do, so I decided to install Dunst, configure it, and while I was doing it, I just thought that I could also show you how I work on Linux and how I learn Linux, how I configure my system, and do it real time. So so you can also see not only how to do it, because you can always just skip forward during the video or play it on a high playback speed, but also see how long it takes to do this for the first time or for a second time, but if you already forgot how to do all those things. So so you don't have to feel bad if it's your first time using Linux, if you're a beginner like me, and you spend a lot of time doing very simple, very menial tasks like writing some config files and reading the manual, and struggling and fighting with bash because commands do not do what you wanted them to do. So yeah, that's my goal. That was my goal for today, and I guess I've accomplished it fully. And for the next time, I'm planning to do a short video. It will be it will be more structured because I'm going to write some notes, and maybe also edit this file, edit the next video, so it will be maybe 10 minutes long and not an hour and a half long, over an hour and a half. And it will be about using Bash, more advanced using of Linux terminal, especially keyboard shortcuts and automizing your work. So if you are interested in this kind of videos, I mean, like this one, like today's video, then feel free to comment and encourage me to do more of them. And if it's not what you're looking for, then also write some comments about it. So I won't be doing those. So I won't be releasing those videos to the void. But spend this, and I can spend this time on something more productive, something that would be more beneficial for you, so you can learn as much as possible. So for now, for today, that's all what I wanted to present you, and see you next time, guys and girls.